Hello, this is Carrie with SSV Custom Transfers. Today we're going to be talking about cleaning out your capping station. I'm going to be showing the products that I use, and I'm going to be showing how I personally do it, okay? So I've already turned off my printer, and I've already released my print head carriage, and so I'm going to push this all the way over here to the side and out of the way. So you see my capping station, okay? Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is show you the products that I'm using. So this is the DTG Pro Standard Cleaner. This is the concentrate, okay, and you do mix that with distilled water. I already have it mixed up in my cup right here, okay, and I have a syringe with a needle tip on it, okay, and then I'm going to be using something is the DTG Pro Last Chance Cleaning Solution. This stuff is very, very powerful, and you need to follow the directions very carefully. The most important thing to remember is after you use it, you need to use the standard cleaner, okay? That way you make sure that you get that off. And then of course the last thing is going to be the capping solution. Alright, and so I'm also going to be using 2 different size swabs, and I also have just a small gasket pick, and I'll show you what all of this is for. And then I also have a big syringe with a tip on it, okay? I'm going to show you what all this is for. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Last Chance cleaner, and I'm going to scoot you in. Okay, and I'm going to fill up my capping station. You want to do this carefully because you don't want to overflow it. And I am doing this. This is my P600, so it does have 2 waste pads. Okay, and you're going to let that sit. While that is sitting, you're going to take whatever you use to pop up your wiper blade, and I'm again going to take this Last Chance cleaner, and I'm going to put it on a syringe. I'm at a swab, okay, and I'm going to clean that wiper blade. And I know my hand is going to kind of be in the way for some of this, but not all of it. So hopefully you can see the bulk of what I'm doing. And you're going to clean this really, really well and get all the dried ink off of it. And the reason why I love this so much is this gets all of the dried ink off, okay? Sometimes if you have a lot of dried ink that's been on here for a while, it can take forever to get it off with the standard cleaner. Whenever you use this Last Chance cleaner, because it's so strong, it takes it off almost immediately. Okay, so you can see that was pretty dirty. Not super, because I do clean it every single time that I use my printer, every single day. This is my daily maintenance, basically. Okay, and now I'm going to use my standard cleaner. Okay, so I'm going to stick my swab, make sure it's got plenty of stuff on it, and you're going to re-wipe this down. And what that's going to do is that's going to help kind of neutralize that really strong cleaner, because you don't want to leave it on here because it will actually start drying out this rubber, okay? And so you're going to basically just do everything that you just did. You want to make sure that you go over it, get all down in here, clean all of this, okay? Alright, so once you're done, make sure you flip this back down, make sure you get all right in here. Okay, and I'm going to use the same swab, and I'm actually going to go around the outside of my capping station. Because that fluid has been sitting in there, it's going to break up anything around your capping station. Okay? And don't worry that you're mixing your colors and your white. It's not going to hurt anything. Just want to get it all clean. Okay, make sure that you rub the tops of it gently. And you're really working on this rubber gasket, okay? Once you're done, now you're gonna take a dry sponge and you're just gonna go around the outside and get all of that excess off. I'm not worried about what's on the waist pads themselves right now because I'm not done with those. Okay? Alright. Oh, and I don't think I showed you, but you are going to need some paper towels. I take a standard paper towel and I cut it in half, and I'm going to fold it up into a square, and it'll look like that. Okay? And that's going to be one of the last things that we do. Alright. So, what you're going to do is you're going to fill up that waist pad again, and again you're going to use this last chance cleaner. You're going to fill them both up again, okay? And you're going to take your waistline. Make sure that you clean the end of it, okay? So that you don't get ink all over your hands. And you're going to take your syringe, okay, and you're going to put it in the end. It's going to fit right over that tip. And then you just want to pull back gently until you feel it give, and you'll hear it. And I pull mine back all the way. And that's going to pull all of your ink and everything that you have down in there out, okay? And you're going to do this 2 or 3 times until you're just getting cleaner and you're not getting any more ink. If you listen carefully, you can hear it actually sucking air. And that's actually what you want, because that's pulling all of the ink that was in your waist pad out. And at the same time, it's cleaning your lines, ensuring that you do not get a clog in your waist pads, in your capping station. Alright, so this is after 3 tries, or 3 pulls, I shouldn't say tries, after 3 pulls, and you can see all of this white ink that's in here, okay? Hang on. Let me pull you back so that I can get more of the syringe in here. Trying to angle it so you can see all of it that's in here, okay? Because there's quite a bit that's in here. When you're done with this, you're going to empty out your syringe. I just stick mine in my container that I use for my waistline, okay? And then what you're going to do, and I'm going to move you, is you're going to set your waistline up somewhere where it's easy to get to. I hang mine from this little clip right here, and I'm doing this one-handed, so give me a second. Okay, so that it's like this. All right, now you're going to come back and you're going to put standard cleaner into that waste pad. And you're just going to let that sit. And you may have to do this 1 or 2 times until the air pocket is out. But not always, as you can see. Okay? So now we're going to work on the other line. And you're going to repeat the exact same process. You're just going to put the cleaner, again, I'm using the Last Chance cleaner. I'm working on the colored side. Okay, and you're going to do the exact same thing. You're going to take your line. I'm going to do with that paper, there it is. You're going to wipe your line down. And then you're going to use your syringe, put it in the end. Make sure it fits snug over it. And then you're going to pull back, trying to get, and you can see it coming into the syringe. Okay, so let me put that in closer. Okay, again, you're going to fill it up. Take the air out of your syringe. And so I just want to show you, this right here is what came out of the very first pool. That's all the ink that was in the waste pad and in the line. Okay, and you're going to do the same thing. And if you notice it come out, that's perfectly fine. It's just going down the line already. And you're going to do the exact same thing. You're going to gently pull back. And you're going to get all of the ink and the cleaner that you put in that line. Okay? So we're going to do this one more time. Make sure that whenever you are doing your syringe, you'll notice that there's some air bubbles and stuff at the top. So you may want to get like a piece of paper towel, put at the end, and you're just going to come back up. So that it doesn't get all over you. Okay? So we're going to pull back one last time. So now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to use our standard cleaner. And we're going to put this in this waste pad. We're going to dump out our full syringe. It won't be totally full, but it'll be about a quarter full to a half full. It really depends on what size syringe you're using. Okay? And you're going to hang up that black line, or that colored line, just like you did the white line. Okay? So it's going to look like this. And you're going to hang it up. Okay? I hang mine up like this. You can kind of hang, you don't have to hang it up quite this high, but you just want to make it where everything's not just going to flow right through it. Okay? So as you can see on this colored side, the cleaner has already gone through, so we're just going to go ahead and fill it back up again. And you're going to want to let that sit for 2 or 3 minutes, okay? Due to the sake of this time on this video, I'm not going to let mine sit, but you really should let that sit so that it goes ahead and pulls out all the rest of that ink that's on top of those pads. Alright, now you're just going to take your little piece of towel, and you see the cleaner, and you're just going to very gently lay this down on top. You don't have to push on it at all. You're just going to lay it down, and you're just kind of work your fingers across of it, because all you're doing is soaking up that cleaner. And any ink that was still on top of those pads. Okay, so when you flip it over, you can see that ink that was still sitting on top of the pads. Okay, so you're going to do this 2 or 3 times, basically until your pads come out clean. And that's all you're doing, is getting everything clean again. Again, you want to be careful and make sure that you don't overfill. Take another little piece of paper towel, fold it, and make a little square. Like so. Okay? You're going to do the same thing. You're just going to lay it down, and you're just going to kind of move your fingers over it. You're not pushing down. That's all you're doing, is the paper towel is soaking up that cleaner and soaking up that ink that was left on top of your pad. Okay. So let me see what I do with that other one. Alright, so this was the first time we did it, and this is the second time, so you can see the difference. Okay, so we're going to do it one more time. And again, this is the standard cleaner. Little paper towel. Again, you're just going to set it on there. You're not pushing. You're just giving that paper towel a chance to soak up all that cleaner and to get any of that residual ink off. Make sure you kind of get right here in the corners, because that's where the ink likes to hide, up against the edges. And again, I'm not pushing, I'm just using my fingers to tap. Okay? So as you can see, most of the ink is gone. We're going to get the rest of it in just a second. Alright, so once you've done that, away, you're again going to take your standard cleaner. You're going to fill up your pads. Okay? And if this seems like a whole lot, just remember, the more clean you are, the less likely you are to have issues. So I just ran out of the standard cleaner, so let me grab some more. I already have it mixed up. I'm just going to grab the bottle. I do not leave the standard cleaner sitting in that cup. When I'm done with it, I'll actually pour it back in the bottle. because it hasn't been used, so there's nothing wrong with it. You just want to make sure that it stays fresh and that you don't get any dust or anything like that in it. Okay? Alright, so now we're going to go back to, let me find my white line because that's the first one I did first a while ago. Alright, so we're going to go back with our line and our big syringe, and we are going to repeat the process that we did with the last chance cleaner. So you're going to pull it back, you'll see it come down. Okay. Go ahead and add more. And all we're doing right now is we're flushing it to make sure that we don't have any of that last chance cleaner still down in there. And I usually do it, this time I usually do it 3 to 5 times. And like I said, this is just to make sure that that last chance cleaner is completely flushed out of there. Get to the end of what you can pull back in your syringe. Make sure that you dump it. And you're going to do it one last time. Okay. So again, I take the end off, and this is what was left. Well, let me push it up so it's easier to see. So this is the leftover cleaner and white ink that was still in there. Okay, so you're pretty much good to go. You're gonna dump out your syringe, and then you're gonna hang back up that white line on your clips. Okay. And now we're going to do the colored line. And again, we're just going to repeat the process. Okay, put it on your syringe, pull back, and just keep filling it up. And you're going to do that 3 to 5 times. You're just going to clean that pad. Okay, so this is going to be the last time. Again, this is going to clean your pads, all your lines, everything, so that you make sure that your capping station is in good working order. And this will help prevent clogs in your capping station. Okay, so when you're done, hang up your line. You're going to empty your big syringe. When you're done, you will want to go and wash this out. Okay, you're going to empty your needle tip syringe, and now we're going to add our capping solution. Okay. Again, you want to be careful and not overfill it. Okay, so we're going to let that sit for just a minute, because you want to make sure that there's not an air pocket in your line and that it's not just going to go down. You want that to actually sit up on your pad. If you notice that there's some more ink still on there, it's really not going to hurt anything, but I don't like it, so I will take my little paper towel and I will just kind of blot right where that ink is, wherever I see it, and make sure I soak up, let that paper towel kind of wick it up into there. Okay? And then refill. Okay? So again, we're just going to wait for just a minute. We're going to make absolutely sure that that capping solution is going to stay on those pads and not go down into the lines. And once we're sure, we're going to slide our print head back over across the capping station, and you are done. So as always, if you have questions, please ask them. I try to answer all questions. I do get probably over 100 messages a day. So if I miss your question, I'm not ignoring you. I just didn't see it. Okay? Ask it again and make sure that, you know, that way you can make sure that I actually see it. All right? Y'all have a great day.